is known for roles in legendary films like Ghostbusters, The Blues Brothers, and many more. Now, Dan Aykroyd, as you can see, is here walking as we speak, live and in color from coast to coast, coming to Studio D for your entertainment and his successful ventures outside of Hollywood.
How many times has this happened to you? You have a bass, and you're trying to find an exciting new way to prepare it for the dinner table. You could scale the bass, remove the bass's tail, head, and bones, and serve the bass as you would any other fish dinner. But why bother now that you can use Rovco's amazing new kitchen tool, the Super Bassomatic 2150?
Liquefied fish. That was famed actor Dan Aykroyd performing his memorable Super Bassomatic skit on this weekend's Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary show. Aykroyd has not only made a name for himself as a highly accomplished actor, but he's also successfully tapped into the liquor market.
And none of the fish is in the liquor that he serves. Just to get that clear from the beginning, Dan Aykroyd is the founder of CrystalHead Vodka, an award-winning brand that has recently been crowned 2015's top vodka in the whole world. Even Russians love this stuff.
They do.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about this in great length, but I just wanted to bring out something from Ghostbusters, if you don't mind going way back to when it first came out, because there's a new version coming out we'll talk about. But let's just play that line. This is a business channel. This has to do with business. Play the sound from Ghostbusters.
Personally, I like the university. They gave us money and facilities. We didn't have to produce anything. You've never been out of college. You don't know what it's like out there. I've worked in the private sector. They expect results.
I love that, because so many of times nowadays we're being guided and directed by people who are all from the university, have no experience in the private sector.
Yeah, I know quite a few perpetual students who are still there, you know, getting the second PhD, the third PhD, because academic life's comfortable.
Exactly.
You know, and tenure and the college and the nice
and
stuffy
you don't have to produce results like you have.
Yes, well, that's true. That surely was a Harold Ramis line.
Well, you have produced quite a decent result here with CrystalHead. Years ago, 2008, you came on to show us this, and I thought, well, that's a nice gimmick with the head and the face and the glass. But in the end, this is now the #1 vodka. It's won many, many awards. What do you know from vodka?
I didn't know much before I started to research some of the additives that go into lesser priced products. We're a premium, super premium product, so we appeal to the consumer 25 and up that can afford to step up and treat themselves to a better product. I just wanted to do something better. I found out that a lot of products use glycerides, which can be used in soap and shampoo. They don't put enough in there to kill you, and government doesn't mind because, you know, there's not enough in there that would hurt you. But if you're a bartender or even just making a drink at home, and you knew that you could have a vodka that has no additives, why not? You know, that would be the choice to me. Also, limonene is a caustic cleanser in its raw form. They put that in to add a sweetness, and then they put sugar in there. Well, we don't need it because we have Chatham, Ontario peaches and cream corn, sweet aquifer water from Newfoundland, and then we have the government manufacture. We are manufactured by the government of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador Liquor Distillery Corporation.
Canada.
Okay. Oh, Canada. And, you know, that water and the quality and all that.
And you filter it over diamonds.
Well, we pour it over micron filter, charcoal filter, micron filter, distilled only 4 times. That's the taste profile that gives us the notes: sweet, vanilla, dry, crisp, with a kick of heat off the finish. And then the diamond is sort of the
You were
the
a great
last
salesman.
Oh, well, you saw the Bassomatic. I
did,
could sell
yeah,
that.
If you could sell that, you could certainly sell.
So the diamonds are our last kind of touch to the thing.
You were up against some pretty heavy hitters. I mean, you think of people in the liquor business, they've been at it for centuries, really, and particularly when it comes to vodka. How did you crack that market? Because now, as I said, you're #1.
Well, like you said in the beginning, you know, the package got a lot of people's attention. But now we get to the point where people are trying it and they're seeing the nice, clean difference. And we grew very quickly. Now we have to kind of reacquaint people with it. We're relaunching in America with all kinds of new programs for bars and liquor stores. And I'm going around lecturing.
The small version here.
Yeah, you can get the mini.
You know, Dan, the Russians and Putin are going to come after you now.
Well, we won a Moscow medal at Prodexpo. we won the medal out of 400 beverages. They voted us excellent taste. And you know, Russians really do love this product, and I'm probably at some point going to have to go over there and meet the market.
You're coming off this great SNL event over the weekend. What was that like? I mean, you guys are known, your team was known as the original sort of ultimate hilarity team, and to be around everybody's just great.
Well, you know, what was great is just to see what came after us. We were the shoulders that the show was built on, but look at the comedy icons that came after us. Look at the Chris Kattan and that whole cast, and Farrell and Hartman and the girls, Victoria Jackson, everybody, just built it to the legacy where it is today. I don't know of any institution that's lasted that long.
I was just going to ask,
has endurance.
I mean, I'm thinking of Lee Strasberg or somebody like that. There's no group or institution has created as many talents as this one TV show.
It's true,
has.
and I see 10 more years at least for it. It's just, however Lauren wants to go.
Well, Lauren Michaels, the producer, has very often said, "Look, if it's not broken, don't fix it." And he's using the same formula. Has he been pushed by executives who think they know better to change things from now?
Well, in the beginning of the show, there was a little pressure from certain quarters there, but he said, "No, I'm not going to compromise."
Yeah, but I remember there was a season where he said that the NBC suits would call him and say, "Fire Dana Carvey or fire Adam Sandler," and come on, these guys are making tons of money now. They're huge comics, and they're big guys. Let's talk about Ghostbusters, though, the all-female.
Yeah.
Would you have liked to have been part of that? Will you be part of that?
Oh yes, I'm going to be an executive producer, and of course I will be helping in any way I can. And I've got 3 daughters, so I believe in female empowerment. And and Paul Feig's script is really funny, and it's just going to get better. And we are going to have a very big hit there.
Do you have any part in writing any of these scripts?
Well,
you did in the first one.
Yes, I mean, of course, if called upon, I will help. But I think we're going to leave it in the hands of these creators and let them do their thing. I think of it as the Ectomobile. It's got a chassis and wheels, but it needs a new engine. It needs new steering. It needs new transmission. And this is what the movie will do for it.
Good stuff.
Well, the dogs and cats living together line, that scene.
Yeah, that's Murray.
That's
Murray. That's
but you had the preceding line, which was real fire and brimstone stuff. I mean, it was just fantastic.
Harold Ramis was my co-writer on that, and we all did writing on it. And I miss him dearly. And but I hear his voice when I'm working on this new one. Trying to give ideas and thoughts. I hear Harold. I hear his intelligence, and he's kind of coming through me a little bit. I really feel that.
Wow, that's great stuff. And so is this, by the way. And it's easy to remember the name because, like the bottle, it's called CrystalHead Vodka.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
6 shots, no hangover. Above and beyond that, you are drinking alcohol. But 6 shots, no glyceride, no sugar, and just
no lemon, whatever
unpolluted.
you called it. Good to see you, Dan. Dan Aykroyd, thank you so much.
Continued success.